Hi all, Brad Wright from the Single Malt Whisky Club here, and for June we have nothing less than a pair of double-figure age statement cask strength Scottish whiskies for your dramming pleasure. Our malt of the month from Adam Brands is the incredibly hard to name in one breath Christmas cake and dark chocolate and Medjool dates and cinnamon and sherry casks and cask strength and Single Malt Whisky Club. An epic sherry bomb that is just perfect for a Christmas in July party or jealously hoarding for when those guests leave. And for those that enjoy the peatier side of life, an 11-year-old cask strength peated Glenmurray finished in Rioja wine casks, the Glenmurray peated Rioja cask finish. So our malt of the month, the Christmas cake, etc., and Single Malt Whisky Club is a 10-year-old single malt from an unnamed Speyside distillery that I suspect may be Linkwood, matured for a full decade in Oloroso and Pedro Ximénez sherry casks, and then bottled exclusively for the Single Malt Whisky Club members at a commanding 58.7% ABV. No chill filtration, no dilution, just pure, unapologetic, sherry-soaked magnificence. Okay, so behind this weirdly named bottle is Adam Brands. They're the brilliant minds who are also responsible for That Boutique Whiskey Company, Master of Malt, and some other brands. And you might remember the incredible Darkness 16-year-old Ben Reen's PX cask we released with Adam back in 2023. If you were lucky enough to snag one of those, you already know what these guys are capable of. And this is the same pedigree, dialed up to cask strength. But how does it taste? And firstly, remember, it's cask strength whiskey, so always unlock it with a couple of drops of water first, as I have before I started the video. But how does it taste? Firstly, remember, I've unlocked this with a couple of drops of water first. Do that with all your cask strength whiskies. On the nose, look, it's just so sweet and fruity, you can't help but savour these glorious aromas. For a few seconds before diving in. It's just that good on the nose. Oh, it makes me smile. On the palate, oh, yum. Yum. It's lovely, it's viscous, masses of choc-coated dates, etc. And that finish, long, chewy, extremely satisfying. It's just going on and on. Look, the label tells exactly what's in the bottle and who the bottle's for. Why reinvent the wheel? It's a beautifully luscious whiskey with huge classic sherry flavours, wonderfully viscous mouthfeel, and mammoth amount of sweet fruity num-nums. There's surprisingly little pepper on the palate for a fully French oak matured whiskey as well. Those aforementioned dates really come through in the palate and stretch still into the immensely chewy finish. This really is a mouth-watering, extremely easy to drink and highly chewable sherry bomb that I guarantee will knock the socks off any friend or guest who's lucky enough to have you pour one for them. Wow. Now for our members, and I include myself firmly in this camp, our members who enjoy a peated whiskey, our Members Extra is another cask strength offering. This one from one of the first Scottish distilleries to actively market their single malt whiskey at a product, and this was in a time when the vast majority of whiskey was sold to be blended into Scotch. Glenmurray and their peated Rioja cask finish. This is the latest in their Warehouse 1 series. It's a limited edition range showcasing the distillery's most experimental, unusual and flavour-driven cask maturations. I guess they're the hidden gems maturing behind the doors of their famous Warehouse 1. This has been initially matured in ex-bourbon American oak casks, then finished for an unstated amount of time in Spanish Rioja wine casks. The backbone of this release is Glenmorangies lightly peated spirit, a style the distillery has been refining for years. And rather than medicinal punch of Islay peat, this is a softer, sweeter smoke, more heather tinged peat than hospital bandages. No added colour, non-chill filtered and bottled pretty much straight out of the cask at 58.8% cask strength. And frankly, the price we're able to offer this at is amazing. But more importantly, how does it taste? On the nose, there's a bright burst of red berries and raspberry jam sort of rolling out first, quickly joined by Glenmorangies' signature pear drop sweetness. Yum. Then the peat drifts in, soft, sweet, campfire gentle. It's not heavy. Hints of cherry skins, vanilla fudge, and a touch of wine-soaked oak give the nose a layered dessert, sort of dessert-like richness. Palate. Wow, silky and surprisingly bold. Sort of medium body there, gently oily. There is a soft chewiness from those wine casks. The Rioja cask sort of brings a big red fruit warmth, like plum compote. There's a little bit of tannin astringency there, just a bit, while the peat sort of wraps everything in a mellow, smoky glow. Underneath sits Glenmorangies' orchid fruit DNA, that apple, pear, and honeyed malt. The finish is long, it's still going. Wow. Long warming and beautifully balanced. There's smouldering embers, dark berries, toasted oak, and sort of a final flicker of spiced red wine, I guess. The peat fades slowly, leaving a sweet smoky echo that invites another sip. And probably another. At almost 60% ABV, it's 58.8. This should be a beast, yet it's really a gentle giant. There's very little alcohol burn, there's no overbearing pepper on the palate. No real downside at all, just big fruity flavour with a tempering of peat crispness that sort of prevents the palate becoming oversweetened. That smoky note wafts almost unnoticed in the background, but sort of comes back in the finish. And this is a truly contemplative whiskey, if ever there was one. Be prepared to sit sipping and thinking for a while with this one. So that's June. 2 double-figure age statement, cask strength Scottish whiskies, one exclusive to the Single Malt Whisky Club. It's even got our name on the label. The irresistibly sweet and luscious, yet so absolutely annoyingly named Sherry Bomb, Christmas cake and dark chocolate, Medjool dates and cinnamon and sherry casks and cask strength, and the Single Malt Whisky Club, whose name says it all, really. And for those with a penchant for campfire smoke and smouldering embers, the Glenmorangies peated Rioja cask finish. 11 years old, no added colour, non-chill filtered, bottled at a robust 58.8% ABV. Get one, get both. You know what I'll be getting. Hint, both. And let me say, if you like a sherry matured whiskey, you'll definitely want 2 of the Christmas cake, etc., etc., etc. I'm Brad Wright. Until next month. Bye.